How do you work on your CELPIP listening skills? The first thing is you want to understand that when you are taking notes, you're given a piece of paper and a pen. So when you're taking notes, you're trying to obviously write down everything that you're hearing. At this point, you cannot be as fast as the audio. If you haven't done the CELPIP exam, you can try this at home. Try writing at the same speed as the speaker is talking at a natural pace. You will not be able to do that. So what you want to do is use symbols, pictures, and different things you can draw to explain to yourself what has been said. For example, if someone was happy with something, you put a happy face or a sad face in contrast. Now, if you have someone arguing about something and they said, well, this one is okay, well, this one is wrong, but also add, so addition sign, another point which will help our economy and so on. So you use different symbols and pictures to summarize those thoughts instead of you writing every single thing. Similarly, another thing is about note-taking again. And if you have not done CELPIP, what happens in the listening exam is you do not get the questions while the audio is being played. You get the questions later. So you want to make sure to take down as many notes as you can on a piece of paper. When you see the questions after the audio has been played, that paper is your only reference and you can use that to answer the questions. The more notes you take, it's obvious, the better your answers will be. So make sure you take a lot of notes. You have to be good at multitasking. You want to practice multitasking at home. And the faster you write, the better you are. Nowadays, we type mostly, so we don't have that skill anymore. Make sure you go back to that handwriting skill because that's what you will need. Make sure to also organize your information nicely. Put everything that was said first on top, then middle, then the end. Sequencing this will help you understand the flow of answers when you're faced with the questions. Now, let's talk about paraphrasing. And this is something you want to do in the exam, but more importantly, you want to practice this at home. So what you do is you use our mock tests. Our mock tests are included as part of our CELPIP 15-hour course, which you can find in the description. You can also comment if you need more help in getting access to it. So when you use our mock tests, you would play the listening audios, and of course, the first time you want to answer and test yourself out. But later on, once you're done with the actual test, try to play it again and pause every 20 to 30 seconds. When you pause, try to now say the same thing that you heard and explain it to yourself in your own words. Your version should be shorter, summarized, and simplified. When you do this, not only are you able to understand things better, but you learn the skill of paraphrasing, which they're going to use because they will paraphrase the questions. So this is an important skill to learn and practice with. Finally, you want to work on understanding emotions of multiple people talking in CELPIP listening. They could be angry, sad, happy, whatever they are. The questions will be based on this many times. In fact, in part 5, when you have that video, you have to see their expressions and see if Sandy was happy with something or Arnold was unhappy with a proposal, because the question can ask you, what was Sandy's reaction to Arnold's proposal? If you didn't remember her expression or her tone, you will lose marks here. So make sure to also pay attention to emotions and interpret feelings, because this also will be handy in getting you good marks in CELPIP listening. Follow all these tips and tricks. Please also subscribe, like, and share to have more information on free tips on CELPIP.